In this video, we will show you the perfect and definitive itinerary for Kyoto. One of the questions we receive the most is how to create a logical itinerary through the ancient imperial capital of Japan without falling into tourist traps and crowds while truly enjoying the traditional atmosphere. To see the absolute basics, you need 3 full days. But to take it easy, visit nature areas like Arashiyama and feel the spirituality of the temples, we recommend at least 5 days. That is why we prepared a super complete and detailed 5-day itinerary with the best of Kyoto, grouped by region so you do not waste time commuting. So let us get started. What is the best time to visit Kyoto? The city experiences all 4 seasons intensely. The best time by far is spring from March to May and autumn in October and November. Spring is famous for the cherry blossoms, which usually happen in the first week of April and fill the city. Autumn is famous for the red leaves of the Japanese maples in the temples. Summer from June to August is extremely hot and humid, with temperatures exceeding 95 degrees Fahrenheit. Winter from December to February is cold, but the city is empty and quiet. And how many days to stay in Kyoto? The city is spread out and traffic can be slow. The number one mistake is trying to see everything in a rush. The bare minimum we recommend is 4 days, but the ideal is 5 full days to include the Golden Pavilion and Nijo Castle without rushing. Mandatory documentation for U.S. citizens. To enter Japan, you need to be aware of the current rules. First, your U.S. passport must be valid for the duration of your stay. The excellent news is that U.S. citizens are visa exempt for short-term stays of up to 90 days for tourism purposes. However, always check the updated rules with the consulate before boarding, as diplomatic rules can change. In addition, it is necessary to fill out the digital Visit Japan web form to speed up immigration. And second, travel insurance. Medical costs in Japan are extremely high, and an emergency can cost thousands of dollars. We never travel without it. And in the link in the description, there is the comparator we use, which always finds insurance for half the price. Now, let us talk about transportation. How to get around Kyoto. To arrive, you will probably come by bullet train from Tokyo, which takes 2 hours and 15 minutes, or from Kansai Airport in Osaka, which takes 1 hour and 20 minutes by Haruka Express train. To get around within the city, do not rent a car. It is the worst idea as the streets are narrow and there is nowhere to park. Public transport requires strategy. Kyoto has only 2 subway lines that cross the city but do not reach all temples. The bus is widely used but is constantly crowded with tourists. The best strategy is to combine the subway or train to reach the desired region and then walk or take a taxi for the final stretch. Taxis for short distances cost about $10 to $12 and are worth it to save time. Another fantastic option is to rent an electric bicycle as the city is flat. Buy a rechargeable Suica or Ikoka card as soon as you arrive to pay for all transport without waiting in line. Staying in a good region will make your trip much easier. The strategy in Kyoto is to decide between convenience or charm. The first option and the most practical is the Kyoto Station region. The advantage is that you are in the logistical center with trains and buses to everywhere and many malls and restaurants. It is ideal for those doing day trips. The disadvantage is that it is a modern area without the historical look. The second option is Gion or Kawaramachi. The advantage is being in the heart of the old part where the night is magical with lanterns and geishas. You are close to many temples and nightlife. The disadvantage is that hotels here cost double the price. The third more economical option is the Karasuma or Omiya region. The advantage is that it is halfway between the station and the historical part, with cheaper business hotels and easy access to the subway. We created this personalized map that explains exactly which is the best region. Staying near a subway station, you cannot go wrong. We will leave here on the screen QR code and in the video description the link to this map. We created them on the hotel site we always use, as it always has the best prices and free cancellation. And remembering that in this link below, we always organize everything you need to set up your entire trip for the lowest price. The sites we use to build our trips, and that have everything much cheaper, such as international eSIM, cell phone, chip discounted, travel insurance tickets for all the attractions we mentioned, good and cheap hotels we have already stayed at, and the global account to carry yen paying much lower fees. Save this page in your favorites. Now let's get to the detailed day by day. Day 1. Arrival and the red icon. Arrive at Kyoto Station and drop your bags at the hotel. The station itself is a futuristic attraction with a free observation deck. Start your journey by taking the JR Nara Line train for just 2 stops to Inari Station. Visit the Fushimi Inari Taisha Shrine. It is the one famous for thousands of red gates. Entry is free. The golden tip is not to stop at the base where the crowd gathers. Climb the stairs for about 30 minutes to the Yotsutsuji intersection, where the view of Kyoto is beautiful, and you will have the gates all to yourself. Go down and eat street food at the base stalls like crab meat skewers. Day 2. The historic East and Sunset. Start the day early by taking a bus or taxi to Ginkaku-ji Temple, the Silver Pavilion. The ticket costs about $4. The sand and moss garden is spectacular. From there, walk along the Philosopher's Path. It is a 2-kilometer stone trail along a canal surrounded by nature. Walk calmly for about 40 minutes to Nanzen-ji Temple. For lunch, try udon at the Omen restaurant nearby, which costs about $15. In the afternoon, head south to Kiyomizu-dera Temple. The ascent is through the Ninanzaka and Sananzaka slopes, full of tea houses and ceramic shops. The temple has a giant wooden terrace. The ticket costs $3. Stay there for the sunset. Day 3. Nature in Arashiyama and Bamboo. Today we go west. Take the JR Sagano Line train to Saga Arashiyama Station. The trip takes 20 minutes. Walk 10 minutes to the Arashiyama Bamboo Grove. Arrive before 8 in the morning to get photos with no one. Cross the forest and visit Tenryuji Temple, which has one of the most beautiful Zen gardens in Japan. The ticket costs $4. Then walk to the Togetsukyo Bridge and cross the river to climb the Iwatayama Monkey Park. The climb is steep and takes 20 minutes, but up there you interact with free-roaming monkeys and see the city from above. The ticket costs $5. Have lunch there and try the tofu ice cream. Day 4. The Golden North and the Castle. Start the day at Kinkaku-ji, the Golden Pavilion. It is the temple covered in gold leaf. The ticket costs $4. Arrive at opening at 9 in the morning as it gets very crowded. It is only for contemplation and photos, as you do not enter the pavilion. From there, take a bus or taxi to Ryoan-ji Temple, famous for its mysterious Zen rock garden with 15 stones, where they say you can never see all of them at the same time. In the afternoon, go to Nijo Castle residence of the shoguns. The ticket costs $9. Walk through the corridors that chirp like birds to warn of intruders. Day 5. The Center and Gion. In the morning, visit Nishiki Market, the kitchen of Kyoto. It is a covered arcade where you can taste everything from pickles to octopus stuffed with quail egg, which costs $4. Have lunch around there. In the afternoon, walk to the Gion district. Stroll along Hanami Koji Street to try to see a geisha going to work. Visit Yasaka Shrine at the end of the street. At night, go to Pontocho Alley, a narrow lane parallel to the river full of restaurants. Choose one for your farewell dinner. An important tip is to buy tickets for attractions in advance. Nijo Castle and Kyoto Tower can have lines. We will leave in the QR code on the screen, and in the description, the link to the site where we always buy tickets for the lowest price. It is the largest tour site in the world, and you buy in dollar saving fees. Oh, quick shopping tips. Nishiki Market is the place to buy authentic Japanese knives and dried foods. The slopes of Kiyomizu-dera are the best place to buy ceramics fans and traditional incense. For electronics, go to Yodobashi Camera Store next to Kyoto Station. And how much does it cost to eat in Kyoto? A ramen dish in places like Kyoto. Ramen koji costs $10. A lunch with tempura costs $15. A traditional kaiseki dinner with several courses starts at $80. Restaurant suggestions. Honkei Daiichi Asahi for cheap and classic ramen, $10. Katsukura for a medium pork tonkatsu, $20. Kikunoi for a luxury experience with Michelin stars, $300. And what to do at night? Kyoto sleeps early. The best option is to walk through Gion and Pontocho for dinner and sake. If you want a club, World Kyoto is one of the most famous. And if you are traveling with kids, they will love the Kyoto Railway Museum, which has real steam trains, and the Monkey Park in Arashiyama. If you liked this detailed itinerary, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much and safe travels.